Let's start with the session. One thing, do you have any doubt till now? Please let me know this regarding the previous session or anything. Do you have any doubt? Okay. Uh, One thing more, like the project details have been shared with you or not? I guess you all are familiar with your groups and also about the project. Yes. Have you started working on your projects? Like, if you have any doubt regarding project or something, you can ask. Okay. If any of your team member is not replying or not connecting with you, you can just make your own. Okay. And you can submit it alone. Okay, that's great. I think the guidelines have been shared with you, like how you have to make the project, what things you have to include, or what features you have to include in your project. If I'm not wrong. Okay. So I think I'm done with this part. If you have any doubt, you can ask now or even after the session. Okay. Um, let's come to the session. Last time, I think we have downloaded Figma, and I have told you about the basics of Figma. Yeah. Like, if you don't want to speak, you can just give a thumbs up or you can just drop a message in the chat box. Okay. So that. So for today, our topic is user persona. Okay, so basically it's a part of UX. Okay, it's a theory part. Okay, read this. Okay, if you have a point, you can just ask me. I think my screen is visible. Okay. So what basically user persona is basically a detailed semi-fictional representation of a user. Like for example, we have created a sort of application. Okay, so we have taken a review. Uh, we have taken a review from a user. So the from which user we have taken the review, we just have to add like details, personal details you can say about the user. Okay, so basically it's an important part of UI UX. Okay. Uh, okay, we can just research came to know about the pain points, like pain point, like what difficulties. Just a second, Ajay is saying something. We have started a project. We have choose an will complete the component. Okay. Uh, I think like you whatever you are doing, it's depends on you. Just a second. First, let me share this project details. Sorry, guys. I think I was out from the meeting. I think your project details have been shared on your mail. Okay, so let me share it from my own. Just a second, let me share you so that there should be no confusion with you. Okay. Okay, I think my screen is visible. Okay. So here, these are the week-wise plan. Okay, according to your project, like you have two reviews. Okay, first will be around like your starting session is from 5th of May, I guess. No, 5th of meaning I think 1st of May or 2nd of May, like I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that's great, Ajay. Okay, so like I have shared this PDF. I think you all have got the same PDF. Okay, so like your topic is fitness tracking application. Okay, so here are your week wise tasks are given, and you have to complete those tasks. Like for your Figma project, then you have to create the user persona and empathy maps. Okay, then you have to create low fidelity wireframings. Okay, like in your trainings, I will explain. Okay, like according to the training topics, if I forgot some sort of topic or I just skip some any of the topic, you can just let me know and I will just make you understand about the topic. Okay, so like there are like your topics. Okay, so your last one is conduct full prototype testing. So when be there, okay, all your tasks should be like these all tasks should be completed in your project on the topic of fitness tracking application. Like I will like we will do wireframing, we will do prototyping, we will design something, but I will not design related to fitness tracking app. Okay, I will something else. Okay, and so you have three topics, I guess, and if you are a 1 month intern, choose one. Okay, like for the first month, you all have to complete all these tasks. If you are a 2 month intern, so your first one is different, and for the second month, you have to complete all these tasks. Okay, so this is how you have to complete your projects. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask or user persona. Do you have any? Yes, Satyavani, you can do your project individually if we are not connecting, and if you want to do your project alone, this is okay. So I think I'm clear with the project details. If you have any doubt, you can ask me again. Okay. Mm, so this is the basic of, like I just told you, basic about user persona. Let's come to, like, what are the key elements used in user persona is basically first the name and photo of a user, like from which user you are taking or you are testing your application or something. Okay. Second, the age, gender, location, or what, like it's basically the personal information which includes in the demographic. Third is the goals, like what the user want from a product. Like if I am making a e-commerce app, so what uh, are the goals should be into a user, because our main motive and our first uh, important objective and goal is to satisfy the user. Okay. So if a user wants, if I am a user, so we have a topic like e-commerce. So basically, what are the things that I want from the e-commerce app? Are not satisfied, so there is no benefit of that application, whatever you are making. Okay. So third is goals. Next is pain points. Like we have taken an example of e-commerce app. So you have seen there are different e-commerce applications. For example, Flipkart, and different applications. So what are the challenges, or what are the difficulties, or what frustrations the user is facing by those applications is the main point, so that we can just remove those obstructions from our application, and user can easily use our product or the services we are providing. Like for example, if I'm taking an example of Flipkart, so we all know Amazon is better than Flipkart, because we have seen on social media or anywhere you can say, like some of the frauds have been done on Flipkart. So we prefer Amazon first, then we prefer Flipkart. And same with Myntra and Meesho and all. So we prefer Myntra first and then Meesho. Okay, so these are some of the examples. Next is behavior patterns, like how a user is interacting. Like there are two applications, like we are making on e-commerce. So related to e-commerce, there are more applications in the market. We know, like, think those points, what are good points they are facing, and we just need to observe how a user basically, I can say, like whether they are enjoying or whether they are facing the issues. Have to and have to make a user persona. Okay, like here is an example. Photo is not there in this example. Here we have person who. So what is this? What is written here? Like we have taken the name, age, job, location, like goals, like if thing they want. Uh, Next, they are facing, like the main difficulty or the common difficulty every user faces regarding the navigation. interacting with our application. Okay, like basically regarding prototyping, if I say in a short. Next is behavior. Like mm, every user prefer minimal less interface, and we want a clean application. Like there should be not a messy things in our design. Okay, a user like uh, basically user prefers more smartphone rather than laptop. Like user prefer laptop. We can't uh, carry the laptop every time. Okay, but we carry smartphone every time. Okay, so okay, Ajay. Like yeah, Ajay. Sure. Uh, by which topic you have been explained properly, so that I can just repeat those topics. I think now my voice is audible. Please let me know if it's breaking down also, so I can just shift somewhere else. Okay, so from yes, it's clear. Okay, so from which topic like I have to explain you, like from example, or uh, I have to explain the key elements also. So okay, from example only. So I am explaining you again the example. So basically, here is what included is basically the personal details of a user from which we are taking the reviews or we are researching about the application. Second, the goals a user want from that particular product or the services we are providing. Third is the pain points, like what are the frustrations they are facing through the similar apps. Okay, like the main and the common difficulty or the frustration every user faces on the navigations and on the like prototyping part. Okay, while interacting with our design. Okay, next is the behavior. Like we know user basically use more smartphones as compared to laptop, because we can't carry laptops everywhere, but we carry our smartphones everywhere. Okay, so we have to make our design or the services we are providing should be both responsive, like laptop and as well as smartphones, so that like if you are just making laptop responsive, sorry, desktop responsive, so if we will convert it in, like if we open that website in smartphone, so there will be issue. Okay, so we have to make both laptop responsive as well as smartphone responsive. Next, this is the step by step guide, like how you have to uh, use it. I think there is no need to cover this. This is a different topic. Okay, so like uh, first is like step by step guide for creating a user persona is basically this is what explained in this topic. Okay, so the step one is define your goals. Like what are the goals that you need to understand or you have to improve while designing your website or the app. application. Okay, like improve user experience, reduce card ability. Like when we go for checkout, so there are many options like which basically frustrate a user. Okay, so we have to just do minimum interactions, or we have to reduce those designs, or you can say anything. Okay, second is we have to research, like we have to gather both qualitative as well as quantitative data, like surveying questionnaires. Like you can just ask about the pain points, goals, behavior, whatever the things are, what are their preferences and all. Second, you can just take one-to-one interview from the existing customer of a similar application. Okay. Third is like analytics. Like you can just track the user behavior, like how much time they are uh, spending on a particular application, or how many times they have visited those page. Okay. Next is competitor analyze. Like you have to see how a user is behaving on the application similar to our product. Okay, like we have to analyze what are the pain points, what are the good points, how a user is behaving, what are the ratings and all. Okay, last is the customer support feedback. Like you have to check the reviews, the issues or the complaints. Okay, every like user is giving feedback. Next step is like segment your user. Like I have told you earlier too, like the basic informations: age, gender, lifestyle, interest, values, behavior, like motivations. We can just include discounts. Okay, we can include free delivery and all. Okay, it can be in monetary terms as well as on non-monetary terms too. Okay. Step 4 is now you have to create the user persona profile, which I have told you earlier, like the basic information, then the goals, then you have to tell about the pain points, then the behavior patterns, like how they are using the laptop or whatever mobile, or how many times they are preferring. Okay, and last is motivation. Like I have told you, like you can just include free delivery, fast delivery, easy return, reviews, sales, discount. This all you can include in your application or the product or something. Okay. uh, Next step is you can just add visuals and personality. Like I have told you, you can add a passport size photo of a person of whom you are taking or researching. Okay. And the last is you can just apply insights to improve UX. Like you can just offer free shipping, you can improve the search and filtering option. Like while you are searching, you can just uh, add an option in a below the search option, and like male, like gender preferences, like kid section, male section, female section and all. Okay, this is an example of e-commerce persona like I have taken. Like the basic information, age, location, goals, pain points, behavior, motivation. Okay, so this is all about e-commerce persona. So do you have any doubt till now? So create regarding a project like fitness tracking app or whatever topic you are choosing. It depends on you, between the three. Okay. So the sorry, I just got a call. Okay, next is empathy map. Okay, so what basically empathy maps include in UX? Okay, it basically divide like empathy map is basically divided into four quadrants. Okay, let me share my screen. Yeah, yeah, Jay, I'm just covering the empathy part. Okay, just give me a second. Let me change my slide. Yeah, I think my screen. Like Satyani, I have just given you an example related to e-commerce. Okay, it's there is no like e-commerce is a topic. User persona is just a part of UX. Okay, e-commerce. I have just given you an example. Okay, Ajay, one more thing, but we have to show the progress report or we have to do presentation mode. Uh, like Ajay, you have to show everything. Just a second. First, let me go for this. Huh. Okay, I think my screen is visible. Huh. So, like, when it's your first review or a second review, whatever. So, whatever designs or what are the tasks that has been given to you in your project part, all those tasks should be there on the Figma related to your topic, whether it's fitness, tracking app, or e-commerce or anything else. Okay, so all those features should be there in your Figma design. Okay, like if it's an e-commerce app, so you have to create homepage, you have to create low fidelity wireframing. Like this, all I will explain, but if you know, you can just do. Okay, like low fidelity wireframing, high fidelity wireframing, prototyping, user persona, empathy maps, competitor analysis, UI like typography, alignment, padding, auto layout. This all you have to include, like whatever is there in your project. All those features should be there in your design. Okay, and you have to make both responsive, like desktop responsive as well as mobile responsive. Okay, I think I'm clear with my explanation.
Hello, ma'am. Sorry for the interruption.
Yes, Ajay. No problem.
I want to ask that हमें ये present करना in the PPT form or we have to directly present it on Figma file.
No, no, no. You have to directly present on the Figma file. You don't have to
And that
present on
file we have to
present.
present on the in the session or not.
No, no, like there will be a review session. Okay, this will be like the information will be shared in your group. Okay, when you will have your review session. Okay, on that day, like you are divided into the groups. Okay, so I have the list of your groups. I will just call your name, and if you are doing in a group, you can just any one of you can show your designs, like show your whole soul application or website designing or whether it's mobile, both. Okay, and you have like it should be proper in working mode, if I say. Okay, like if you are doing prototyping, so every navigations and all should be there in your design. Okay, so you don't have to make any ppt and something. You everything you have to do on Figma only. And related to create persona and all, you can, like, it depends on you. You can just create on the Figma. Okay. Mm, okay, Ajay.
Yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. Like Vishnu, you can just start with your project because I think on the first session I have told you about the Figma basics. Okay. Today we will complete, like we have completed the user persona, and now we will complete the empathy maps. So what you have to do, you can just create the user personas empathy maps, because what I have seen in the like in the previous batches too. Okay. Uh, you all don't like, you all are not serious. I am not talking about you, but those friends were not serious, and at the end moment they asked like what we have to do now. And if all the features that has been given in your, or the task that has been given in your project, if they are not completed, so you will get less marks and you will not be eligible for the stipend. Okay, so it's depend on you. You can just communicate, or you can just bus, and you can just do it. If they are not, you can just start your own project. Okay, don't waste your time. Okay, Vishnu. Yes, Muskan, you have to do complete, like without complete analyze you how you will able be to, like how you are able to check out the pain points and all. Okay, when we have to submit, like Abhinav, everything will be shared in your group. I'm just giving you an approx date, approx 24, 25. I'm not sure. Okay, okay. So let's come to empathy map. Okay, today we have to. Okay, so what basically empathy map is? Empathy map is basically divided into four quadrants. Okay, first is say, second is think, third is does, and so first is says. Okay, so what does say include? Like in this user, like we can say we can take an interview. Okay, in a service, or usability testing of the product. Okay, second is think, like what a user is thinking should be better. Like if I and you are a developer, okay, UI UX, so you have to think according to a user, what user want, like what are the goals, what are the pain points, whatever he is facing with your design. Or because we have first we a user is thinking, okay, or not, you have to think this too. Okay, because if you see, uh, like some of the users, they give the invalid reviews or they give the invalid points, so we can't consider all the points. Okay, so you have to think and then you have to do the implementation in your project. Okay, third is does, like what actions and behavior the user takes. As I have given you, like smartphones and laptops I've given you, because a user prefer more smartphone as compared to laptop or even iPad or anything. Next is feel. So like what are the excitement, like if i'm if I'm a user and I'm just using an application, so there is some sort of excitement part. Okay, so what are the exciting part a user is facing with a similar application, and what are the difficulties a user is facing while using an application. So this all are included in empathy map. Okay, like some verses are also included, like pain and gains. Like in pains, I have told you frustrations we are facing. In gains, what the user want, what are the needs, and what how we can motivate a user. Okay, next is why we have to use empathy map. Basically, why we have to use empathy map is clarify the user persona. Like uh, we can just easily create a user persona and the behaviors of a user. Second is like we can just align team, like you can just align a team member or someone who can understand the user. Okay, third is basically uh, I can say highlight the gaps. Okay, like what are the differences of whatever there is, or what are the gap are there between the user and what we are thinking. Okay, how to create an empathy map. First you have to gather data. I have told you, like interview, survey, usability testing, whatever. Next like focus, like if you have taken 10 people, so you have to focus on one type of user. Like if 5 users are giving the same uh, feedback or similar feedback, so first you have to focus on those 5 rather than focusing on single one. Like if the other 5 are giving different reviews, all those 5, so first you have to focus on the users who are giving similar review. Okay, third is like collaborate, like you can use sticky notes or digital tools for making the empathy map for them too. Fourth is needs section, like you can just use, like you have to use the real user information. Like you have to take a review or a you have to research from a real user, so you have to use those things in your empathy map. Next is the review and update, like you can just gather more and more information about the user, what are the refinements they are doing, what are the updation they are doing. So this all are included in empathy maps. uh, oh sorry Rahul, I have not seen your message. So from where I have to explain again, like I did not get your message, like because I am completed with my today's topic. So if you have any doubt or due to my network issue, so you can just let me know and I will explain you. Do you have any doubt? Like you have 5 minutes, you can ask, because today we will end the session at 7:50. Okay, I have some meeting. Like basically we have to use empathy map for the clarification of user persona. Okay, empathy map is like why we are making an empathy map, to make a user persona. Okay, so explain you in simple. So basically, why we have to use empathy map? Uh, I can say just if I say in saying that to take the perspective to there is like facing needs and what we can find better. Just keep a whole team like now you are in a small team, but in a company we have to assign a whole team to focus on a user because on a user thing depends on user. Whatever you are making, whatever you are designing, you have to think about a user and you have to keep in mind like what okay, or how a user is feeling or what the pain points or whatever the issues or the excitement a user is facing. This is all included in empathy map. Uh, just a second. Now it's audible. Okay. So basically, what the main thing is, like we have to keep in mind according to a user. Like if we are creating anything or we are designing anything, our first main um, uh, our first main motive or the most important point is to keep in mind related to user. Like if I say. If I am designing a like I have given you an example. Once again, I am giving you like if I am creating a e-commerce app. So first, I will think the last step of user persona. Like Ajay, I will share you the PDF. Okay, no need to worry. Okay, like apply insights. Like you have to just keep in mind what you can do to uh, increase your I can say the productivity or how you can enhance your application. Okay. I will just share you this PPT once either after the 2 weeks, like I have told you, I will share you. So you can just go through the PPT because when you will have your review, we will I think I will be taking a review. So your Viva will also be there. Okay. So it's just not only depends on practical part. You have to do the both. Okay. Uh, like if you have any doubt, so you can ask. In the next session, we will be I think we will be covering a low fidelity wireframing. Okay. So then we will do how this all uh, like we will go for the practical part. Okay. These both are the important points like user persona and empathy map. So start working on your project. If you have any doubt at any step in your project or anything, you can just ask me during the session. Okay, either when I am coming, like we have 5 minutes in the beginning, okay, or at the end. Okay. Okay. Like guys, if you are like if there is something that I am unable to make you understand, you can just let me know. I will change the way of teaching you. Okay.